Hi, welcome back for another lesson. Today's lesson is going to be Forget Me Too by Machine Gun Kelly and Halsey off his new album, Tickets to My Downfall. It's a pretty simple song. We're just going to be using power chords for the most part. I won't go over the rhythm too much. I want you to listen to the album for that. And it's a pretty sporadic rhythm. I will show you just when the chord changes are, and you can make up your own rhythm to follow along. I'll tell you the key if you want to solo in that, and I'll show you where that is on the fretboard. So let's get right into it. Okay, let's get right into the chords. So this song is in the key of A flat, but it's going to start on D flat. And just to let you know, I believe he's playing this a half step down. So when he's probably playing, he's going to be playing D and A, but tuned down a half step, so it sounds like D flat to A flat. I'm in standard tuning, so I'll be playing the D flat and A flat chords. So our first chord is going to be D flat, and then he goes to A flat, and then F, sometimes F minor, and E flat. The intro is going to sound like this. Chords. Our first chord, D flat, we're going to put our pointer finger on the 4th fret of the A string, and then we're going to have our ring finger 6th fret of the D string and pinky 6th fret of the G string, and you're just going to pluck those. That's a D flat power chord. And then he goes to A flat power chord, and if we just move that shape down to the thicker strings, we're going to have our A flat. A flat, pointer finger, 4th fret of the E string, ring finger, 6th fret of the D string, pinky, this is the A string, so ring finger, 6th fret of the A string, and then pinky, 6th fret of the D string, all at once. So our first two chords. And then we go up to F minor for the intro. So F minor is going to be pointer finger, the 8th fret of the A string, and then we're going to have our ring finger, 10th fret of the D string, our pinky, 10th fret of the G string, and then our middle finger is going to be 9th fret of the B string. And that gives us our F minor. So if we pluck all those, we have that sound. So those first three chords together. You can hear I'm just plucking them and giving a percussive slap between. And our last chord is going to be E flat power chord, which is going to be the same shape as the other power chords, just right here where the E flat is, right? So our pointer finger, we're going to have on the 6th fret of the A string, our ring finger, 8th fret of the D string, pinky, 8th fret of the G string. So coming from our F minor, and if we play those all together, D flat to A flat, F minor to E flat, and then he goes around again. The volume swell up, and then it gets into the main rhythm of the rock song. So on that E flat, you hear it swell up, and then it gets right into the and then he gives a couple just percussive rakes. So the chord progression for the entire song is the exact same, except after the intro, that F minor turns into just a regular F power chord. And to play that, it's the same thing as the F minor, except you're not playing the G string. You're just cutting that out completely. So pointer finger is going to be on the 8th fret of the A string. And then our ring finger is going to be 10th fret of the D string. And then pinky is 10th fret of the G string. So we have our D flat, A flat, F, E flat, and that's it for all of the verses. So I'm not going to go too in depth on the rhythm like I said, but that's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing a lot of palm muting coming from the right hand and then lifting up a little bit on the strings to deaden them. But if you're newer to guitar, just listen along to the changes and see if you can hit them right on. Right? That's a big important thing. So if you can just feel the beat. That takes you a long way. But if you're a little more advanced, you can get that rhythm. Again, the first line of the chorus starts on D flat, and I would just play it a little bit bigger. So instead of those palm muting, let those chords ring out. One more different chord. It's going to be D flat minor. That only comes at the end of the verse when Halsey's about to go jump back in, and I believe at the end of the song it ends on that D flat minor, which wants to resolve back to the A flat. So D flat minor, we're just going to be adding our middle finger to the B string, 5th fret, but for just review, for the D flat, we have our pointer finger, 4th fret of the A string, our ring finger, 6th fret of the D string, pinky, 6th fret of G string, and then if you add your middle finger, 5th fret of the B string, we have D minor, or D flat minor. So that would sound like... solo over that, A flat major is actually the same as F minor. You can hear how it works. There's no guitar solo in the song, but if you just wanted to do that, it would be where your F minor pentatonic is. Okay. Well, I hope that helps. I hope you enjoy the song. And then if you have any questions, please leave comments, like, and share. And thank you so much. See you next time.